Greetings, Inquisitor. Welcome to the Holocron. This is the Week 69 update for the Darth Loquitur account. I update this account's progress every week, show what I'm doing with the characters, how I'm building the account to win more in Grand Arena, and you can follow along and see if there's any advice here that you could take for your account. With that in mind, let's get in there and see what happened here in Week 69. We said our target for the week was to relic Cad Bane. Working on that Jedi Master Kenobi Galactic Legend journey, so we need this guy at relic level. And as you can see, we made it to gear 13. Amplifying his relic up will get him where he needs to be for the purposes of completing the quest. And then we're going to stop there. Go to 4. And here we go to 5. And that'll put Cad Bane where he needs to be for the quest. You'll see in a second we'll get that quest completion marker up here in the top. Upgrade to Relic 5, check mark, done. We don't have very good mods on Cad Bane. He's not one of our premium characters. So even though he's going to Relic, he's not going to be great. He's in the Bounty Hunter team that we put on defense often, so it'll help a little bit in that team. We've still got a few Relic materials left over, so we're going to go ahead and take this Magna Guard to Relic 5. That's where he needs to be for the Jedi Master Kenobi journey, so we get the quest completion there as well. We could take him off of favorites and put him down to the bottom and not have to look at him for a while. Django, we can get to Relic level 4. And that's where we run out of signal data for the week, so even if we wanted to keep pressing him forward, we're just out of the signal data for now. So I think we have all the characters for that journey that are reliced are at their required relic level, except that Django now. So that's good. We're going to take this armor up to gear 12. We're going to get the gear 11 click, quickly followed by the gear 12 click. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Not sure if we're going to relic her yet. We may take a look at some other things first. We may not even relic her before the Jedi Master Kenobi journey is done, so we'll take a look at that. We mentioned previously that a lot of these characters need the same pieces. We do need to start locking them down. We've still got Wat Tambor and the Clone Sergeant to get to relic levels, so we're not in desperate need of a relic target within the next week or two. But we're going to go ahead and pick Ayla, and we're going to lock down her gear. Now, she does need 2 of these data pads, so we're at, I think, 14, and we have to get 100 of those. Those are a good value out of the shop, so if we can't pick up more of those next week, we'll make another purchase for that particular piece out of the shop. Looking okay here on the journey. We've got 6 characters left to relic. That puts us at about, let's say, 14 weeks or so until we get the Kenobi. So that's pretty exciting. We're on track. TIE Fighter Pilot, we were able to buy him purely out of the Fleet Arena store. So we haven't been farming his shards, but there you see we got him all the way up to 7 stars. Here we're going to take an upgrade to Jedi Knight Revan and get him tiered up a little more. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. Here's Han Solo. We'll go ahead and put another gear level on him. Still no mods on him yet, but you know, soon here, when he gets a little better, we'll go ahead and start putting mods on him and getting him ready to be in some kind of team in Grand Arena. He and Chewbacca are working up their initial gear tiers here. But once we get him going, we'll get him to a useful point, and we'll put him on a team somewhere with Chewbacca. All right. Looking for the next upgrades, there's a lot of stuff that's, let's say, potentially could have some gear pieces for next week. We're going to go ahead and take some of these characters, promote them up on stars. It makes it easier for me. I'm using these characters as clicks to farm the ships. So it's not really that we're building those characters yet, but we'll go ahead and get the stars on them while we're building the ships. Speaking of ships, we've got our Rebel Y-Wing all the way up to 7 stars now. We're not going to finish this out with the last few skills. It's really, these skills are really helping if it's in a Rebel fleet. And we don't currently have a Rebel fleet on this account. We're just kind of putting it in with Malevolence or some other ship where we need some extra ships. All right, now for this week, we're going to build up this Iden Versio. Going to promote her, get the 3rd star onto her. Then we're going to go ahead and take her straight to level 85. Sure, why not? Put on some skills, put on some levels, get those initial gear tiers going. We're going to commit this Zeta right away. She can work at low stars and low gear levels to lead a team in Grand Arena. So we're going to go ahead and commit the Zeta and also commit this Omicron. That'll be the 3rd Omicron for this account, along with the Qui-Gon Jinn and the Zam. Then we'll finish out some of these skills and we'll get her ready to go. Now, in terms of modding, I'm going to try something a little bit different with this team. We're going to start out building this team with tenacity mods. And the reason why we're going to use Magna Trooper in here, Magma Trooper can increase your tenacity. Against a team with a lot of attacks out of turn, Iden can do a very good job. But if she gets dazed and stunned or something like that, shock can put her in a bad situation. So we're going to try modding these troopers for tenacity, using the extra 30% tenacity that we get off of that Magma Trooper as kind of a way to get ourselves up, hopefully around 150 tenacity on most of these characters. And that'll put daze, stuns, and things of that nature out of range for a lot of opponents. Maybe that'll help us on defense. Maybe it'll be a team that we can use on offense against a debuff-heavy team and still have a chance of doing what we want to do. So we'll lock down some tenacity mods here. And again, I don't know if this is going to be good or if it's just a waste of time. But if it does turn out to be good, you'll see it here, and we'll get to play around with it and figure out how it works. All right, so let's take a look at the stats for the account. Week 69, galactic power is up to 2.91 million. Again, started a couple characters this week, so 50,000 more galactic power. 27 relics with the Zeta on that Iden Versio. Now we're up to 41 Zetas on the account. Sea and water still getting top 50. It's work now, and we can barely get in the top 50. So we do need to get our team together with Han Solo and the Armorer and get that into Arena so we can pass up some of these SLKRs if we need to. I'm not desperate to get high placement in the squad arena, but it is extra currency for that shop, and I don't want to continue to slide down too far. I do want to get the currency for that shop. Fleet Arena, our negotiator, still getting top 5 for us. There's 2 executors in the fleet now, so we're at risk for getting pushed out. The next couple events, I think I may be locked out of top 5 and have to get going on my own executor journey pretty quickly. Wat Tambor will be reliced in week 71. That's the target. He's really got he's got duplicate pieces that we need on both the left and right sides. It'll be a stretch to get him all the way up to relic level in 2 weeks, but I think we can do it. If they launch another Conquest, then for sure we'll be able to do it because we'll be able to get some gear out of that shop. But otherwise, if we don't make it, it'll be close. Next week's energy, same kinds of things we've been doing. We are done out of the fleet with that Rebel Y-Wing, so we're going to farm the B2 and the Mandalorian. Cantina energy, signal data, mod energy for speed mods, same refresh strategy. Same thing we're doing in the previous weeks. So this is a slide from a few weeks back. Remember, we said if we made it to Erodium with this round of Grand Arena, we would have to look for more teams, and some ideas that I had at that time were to split JKR off into his own functional team, work on him and Jolie Bindo and try to get them up and running, to split off into 2 trooper teams, and then maybe build a team around Kylo Ren unmasked and maybe look for a team with a solo character like the old school Kylo Ren. So in the end, you see that I'm working on exactly that plan, and this week we took Iden up, gave her the Zeta, gave her the Omicron, started building that second trooper team. If I take both trooper teams on offense, then it does give me some flexibility because I'm taking a couple good characters away from my main trooper team. But if I have two teams that I can beat with mediocre troopers, then I can split them up, use Iden in one, use my Veers team for the other one. There should always be opportunities for that. If there's really not, then I'll take Iden in with all of the, let's say, the lesser troopers and try to manage it that way. But it'll give me some flexibility on offense. And we'll get to play it out and see how that team works and what all I can beat with it. I also worked on the Jedi Knight Revan, and we'll do that more in the coming weeks. For sure, we need to get after Jolie Bindo. He's probably the most important member of a JKR team for now. We may even put that on defense. Again, you know, if I work on all these teams, some of them have to go on defense. Padme gets worse and worse on defense as you go up because more people have Malaks. Malak can take care of a Padme team pretty much on his own. So we have to be careful for the Padme team. Not a very good defense at this rhodium level or high chromium. Too many Malaks. So maybe we'll use the JKR team as a defense even. Try to make the JKR really fast. If we can get him and Bindo to relic levels and get a really fast JKR, then it'll be another team that's hard for my opponent to go first. So we'll consider that. I think with that in mind, I'm not going to build the Kylo Ren unmasked and go crazy on that team quite yet. I think we just need to see how it plays out, see if I can put enough defense in one zone that I can block it off and put garbage defenses behind it and stretch my teams out that way. I think that'll probably be my strategy going into Rhodium. But we do have a couple more teams coming along, and we'll continue to build that Jedi Master Kenobi journey. And then for sure after Kenobi, we're going to go for a capital ship. It'll either be Executor or the Ravager if any information comes out on that. Not sure how I'm going to get the Ravager on this account because as free-to-play, when they put the seventh sister into the game, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that we'll have access to her very quickly or her ship, which I expect to be part of the Ravager package if that does come along. So probably the Executor is a better bet. We'll finish out getting those cat shards. We'll get switched over and start building on those Razor Crest shards and see if we can get that Executor going. That's going to wrap up the week 69 update for the Darth Loquitur account. Remember, please hit that like button if you haven't done that already. Leave a comment down below, anything you want to say. The likes and subscribes and comments do help these videos get more attention. We can reach more players and have them join the Inquisitor crew. Also climbing up and doing better in Grand Arena. So help me with that. I would appreciate it. We still got this contest going on for March where we're trying to get more subscribers. If we hit our goal, we'll get more free giveaways. So if you guys could help me with that, I would appreciate it, and you'll be rewarded. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next Holocron.